5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Away with Words, the podcast. It's your girl Bree Stories.
It's Aja Asia.
And it's A Tati.
This week we're going to be talking about Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. We're going to go ahead and check in, and we're going to get to that a little bit later. So for our check-in, I will go ahead and go. I don't know why, I feel like, maybe because it's Monday. We usually record on Sundays. I feel like I haven't done this in a long time. It's been a long... Oh, and a lot went on this past week, I guess.
Did we record last Sunday or did we record last Saturday?
We recorded last Sunday.
Did we?
Yeah, but it just seems far away.
I don't even know what we talked about.
Same. Total same. It was my birthday. It was my birthday weekend.
Oh, yes. I had a lot going on last
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It's been a lot. Physically, I feel pretty loose and limber. I've been getting back to my yoga in the morning, so that's nice. Emotionally, I'm feeling joy, definitely. I had a glorious weekend. I'm so thankful to everybody that I have in my life who just give a fuck about me enjoying my birthday and my birth week. And shout out to Drea P. She really went all out for your girl. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell y'all about that. Maybe I should briefly talk about it right now. So we went to, because I'm just sitting here thinking about the format of the show. I'm like, when am I going to have time to say this? We went to King Spa in Skokie, Illinois, and I highly fucking recommend it. First of all, I got to be naked, like butt-ass naked with a whole bunch of old Chinese ladies, and that was awesome to me. Not just old Chinese ladies. First of all, I'm calling them Chinese. They probably Chinese. It was Asian. It was heavily Asian. But no, like I was like, stop. No, but we got butt ass naked. Like the first thing we did was get butt ass naked with a bunch of women, like in like the jacuzzi, and like they had like a jacuzzi and like a pool, but you have to be butt naked to go in that room. And like there was something just so like liberating about that, and just like looking at all of these different types of women. But like women are beautiful fucking creatures. Like old women, young women, women our age. Black women, white women, Asian women, like I was just amazed. It was great.
Do Asian titties sag like
titties? I don't know nothing about Asian titties, but I saw so many different types of titties for real, like real life, just like different types of titties.
Why does your mind even work?
I never seen I watch a lot of porn. I've never seen no old Asian titties. in porn, so that's why I was just like
actually, I don't want to generalize because I really did see so many different types of bodies, like even the Asian women, because the Asian women who work there, who do the massages, so
they
like
was naked too?
They weren't naked, but they had on just a bra and panties. Like you can't have clothes on in this area, so it was
King Spot.
It was so fun, and then they have all of these different rock rooms for you to go in and like meditate, and it was a beautiful experience. Got a massage, and he made love to me. It was fantastic. It was great. It was just great. So shout out to JP. I ate crab legs 2 days in a row this weekend, which is just my dream. It's been fantastic. So I feel great emotionally. My attention is currently on. I'm really back on my boss shit is how I would say it. I am very excited to just like reframe my why for our business and just like get to it, just like keep the momentum going. So I've been doing a lot of brainstorming and note taking about what we're gonna do next. So that's exciting. And spiritually, I feel fantastic. I've started reading tarot cards, and that has been an amazing journey for me so far. It's only been a few days, but I mean, the universe puts insight everywhere, G. Like, and it's just been like glorious. It's just been a glorious journey, and I can't wait to get more well versed in that. And that's it. That's all for me.
I will go. Physically, I feel good. Oh my god, think about this sneeze. Oh my god, okay. Emotionally, I've been having an emotional day starting yesterday after I saw I was going to say Wakanda. After I went to Wakanda again for the umpteenth time, because I saw it multiple times.
How many times did you see it?
3.
Really? I went my second time yesterday morning.
And I'm going to go probably like 1 or 2 more times. Yeah. I definitely got to see it in 3D, I feel.
Well, I'm going to go again when you go.
Okay.
Me too.
Uh, emotionally, so yeah, that's how I've been feeling. Just like a little, not like, it's been a little bit of sad, but proud, I guess you can say. Just an overwhelmed feeling. My attention is on the podcast and the week ahead. Like Bree, I'm also brainstorming some things that I have coming up. So I just been like getting that in order and getting my mind right and all that kind of stuff. And spiritually, like Bria is studying her tarot cards, I am actually studying astrology, which is something that has been passed down from my family because my grandmother does astrology. And she's thebomb.com. If y'all want to know about your life, hit up my grandma. But
that's such a weird sentence. Hit up my grandma.
That's strange. Grandma.
But no, so I just have like a lot of feelings right now.
Yeah.
I just have a lot of feelings. So I feel good though. I'm ready for the week. I'm ready to conquer the week. I'm ready to just knock this shit out the park. Wakanda Forever!
So,
I thought that was gonna come out my nose. Why would you do that?
I feel like it would have burned.
No, that would have been awful.
Physically, I am feeling very tired. I had a very hectic morning today that started at about 4 a.m. I've been up since then. I had not a slight emergency, but I had an emergency, and I've just been moving since then. So I'm very tired. Emotionally, I felt a little, what's a good word? Like stagnant or kind of just, I feel like I need a boost. I feel like I need something to get excited about. I feel like I got bored or something. I got bored with, I feel like I'm getting bored with maybe like my everyday routines or just whatever I've been doing lately. And I feel like I'm just missing some type of like spontaneity. And that might just be related to like dating. Like I haven't dated in forever. I've been single for a very long time. So I think it may be related to that because I was really against dating for a long time. And I think maybe it might be the fact that now I'm just interested in dating again. So maybe that feeling. What is it? Spiritually, physically. My attention is on this week coming up. It is on my godson's first birthday party. Is this weekend. I have a baby shower to go to this coming up weekend. So just getting all my plans and stuff for the festivities.
Lovely. And the boys will come to the yard. Don't you worry.
And then I told you. There, I'm gonna be like, oh, I really want.
Yeah, just like go away, boys.
That's how it would be.
After your milkshake brought all the boys to the yard, go away. I told you my tactics. My tactics are working very well, ladies. If you want to get boys in your yard, do a lingerie shoot and put the pictures on Snapchat and on Instagram. My DMs are fucking great. No, Backpage actually makes me really uncomfortable now that I've seen that documentary.
What documentary?
They need to put Backpage. Jane Doe. I Am Jane Doe.
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Yes. Good luck, cause that shit.
It's about Backpage, or is this about things that are like?
It's about
related.
It's about a case. People who are trying to sue Backpage, who have been trying to sue Backpage for years and years and years and years and years.
Because their pictures are on there.
No, because of young girls who have been sex trafficked and kidnapped, and then they sell them sexually using Backpage, and Backpage doesn't have any like rules or regulations that would prohibit them from doing so. And these are like young kidnapped girls. So it's awful. God bless everybody involved in that. But anyway, in the Discovery Zone, thank you for the checking in, ladies. In the Discovery Zone, we just came off of All-Star Weekend.
Yes. And
if I was a better bop, I would have been there trying to figure out how to get a baller to just like
I don't really take you as a
shot call me. Huh?
I don't take you as the type to ever.
Never.
Yeah.
Never. I would never.
So she's just kidding.
No, just
That's
kidding
what she's
around.
just kidding.
Just kidding.
She's a regular Bob. Better Bob.
No, just kidding. So it was All-Star Weekend. So I just thought that I would just talk about a couple of my fave moments. Of course, I did not tune into the entire All-Star Weekend shit. No. But yeah, so I really, really enjoyed seeing Cardi B bobbing her head to her own music and eating popcorn.
That was hilarious.
That was the best thing I saw.
When I first saw it, I was like, "Is that her song playing?" Because she was like hyped, but like still
not
chill.
singing, yeah, she was like not singing.
It was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
She's a mess.
Who performed?
Loved it. Not sure.
You know,
Not sure.
Nope. I loved seeing Beyonce and Blue out with the grandparents for the weekend, kicking it at the All-Star game. They went to see the game with Mama Tina and Grandpa Richard.
I wonder, is that what she calls him?
I don't know.
I wonder. I would like to know.
I also don't know what she
probably
calls.
called Matthew.
Yeah, for real. So yeah, Beyonce and Blue were up in that piece, looking cute as fuck. Beyonce let Blue play with those mascots. See, I wouldn't let my certain things. I have a fear of certain things on my own that I feel like if I had kids, you just can't even indulge in that because I'm afraid of it.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid of mascots.
Like
Are y'all really?
It was like 3 or 4 of them though. It wasn't like one mascot.
What
just
makes
like
y'all, does it just like make you uncomfortable? Did you ever like Barney?
yeah.
When you
No, hell no. I couldn't stand.
I loved Barney, the
Couldn't
TV
stand
show. Like, but I don't know how I would have felt if like I was
If
actually.
Barney was
came
in
up
there?
to you?
Yeah, I don't because I never like
That's
going to
funny.
Six Flags when like the characters would come up to me.
No.
All the pictures of me as like a little girl. It's like me holding on to my mom for dear life. Like my eyes are like so sad, and then my brother standing next to us like, but like I will not. And even when I was in college, when I was in college, because the school that I went to, it was like a bunch of different colleges all stayed like in the same dorm hall. So we would have Spirit Week. It was a different schools like Spirit Week every single day. And when the different mascots would be like running around through the cafeteria, I would be like, oh my God, like please do not stand behind me. Like I was like, if you don't look at them in the eyes, they won't know you're scared.
There's a name. There's a name for them, for like people who dress in the whatever that is. I forget, but it's a whole thing. Either way, I think that that's scary. But Beyonce let Blue play with like 5 of them, and like
You said it like they were murderers.
no
Murderers.
Like
she
one
let
of them
Blue
picked
play
her up. I was sitting there watching it like they had her.
Yeah.
They picked her up, and yeah. So, but apparently it was a Wang Dang Doodle of a time. Pharrell did a performance with that beautiful girl from the Lemonade video, who I love, with this dance. I love that dance. Yeah, she looks girl.
That's the wrong words. That's the wrong words. Y'all know I ain't messing up.
What did you say?
I pull her to live, not because she ain't living. Y'all know I be messing up.
Y'all know.
Anyway, but yeah, it looked like
I love you, Pharrell.
What I really wanted to say was, and we're gonna get to Black Panther in a little bit, but could you imagine being Michael B. Jordan, having Black Panther just come out just 2 seconds ago, and it be All-Star Weekend, and you just walking into All-Star games? Them bitches probably lost it.
First of all,
I
he
would've lost
coached
it.
the celebrity All-Star game. He coached that.
Just
no, people were going crazy.
my God.
Gee.
Is it weird that I partially feel like a lot of the people that were at All-Star Weekend, though, I feel like might not have seen the movie, though?
Really?
Like, I said, not like people that live there, but I think of it like, say if we had took that trip and had went to LA, I could have seen us not seeing Black Panther, like, because you would have been in, like, vacation mode. Like, I could have seen it being,
I
like,
go
a
to the
thing
movies on
where it was,
vacation.
like, I mean, I'm not saying that you don't. I'm
No,
just
but
saying
like
I
this
could
movie,
see
I
people
definitely would not
being
have.
in vacate, like, you know, just girls out, like, just partying, having a good time, not literally thinking, like, wait, we gotta stop and go see. Especially because a lot of people didn't even know it was that crump. So
I actually probably would have seen it because I've seen everything Michael B. Jordan has ever played in. Like, I've seen it on like its opening day or weekend.
Especially, like, if I got tickets to, like, the celebrity game, knowing that somebody like Michael B. Jordan is I would have definitely been like, let me check all the things out.
And Chadwick Boseman was there.
I mean, my God. Could you, I just want to imagine being one of them and walking in, like, in this moment. Like, because even if you didn't see the movie, like, the social media is going up for these men right now. Like, just, could you imagine just, like, the chaos? Like, just women being like, oh, my fuck. Like, he's right there. Like, if he was right there. And everybody over here is just bitches. Just losing it.
Chadwick is fine as Black Panther, though.
He's a good-looking guy.
No, but I didn't feel that strongly about, or I never looked at him that way until he looks better. Like, you know, you change your look for your roles, and he looks better in the image that they wanted him to be for Black Panther. Like, skinnier, a little scruffier. Like, it was...
No.
I like his mouth too. Chadwick has a good mouth.
Wait. Let's finish talking about everything else because I really want to talk. I want to talk about Black Panther, so we gotta finish everything.
We're gonna get to that. Okay. So that's all I wanted to say about All-Star Weekend. But there's more about All-Star Weekend. But in order for us to move on, we gotta head into the petty part, y'all. I'm really sorry. So what had happened was Fergalicious was just like.
I actually used to love that song and video.
Y'all should listen to. Never mind, I don't know the name of the song, but look up Joseph Chilliam. He did an amazing cover to that song. But anyway, Fergalicious, Fergie, my girl Stacey. So she had said to her people, right, like, you know what? She didn't say this, y'all. Don't take me seriously. But she was just like, you know what? It's a lot of controversy and stuff going on around this national anthem. Like, let me switch it up. Like, let me make this fresh. Let me do something that's just going to have the people listening and like, clinging on to their seats about it. And then when she said that, I guess she didn't, like, practice her idea. And maybe she just was like, fuck it. We finna go out there and rock this shit, right? And they was like, right. And then she went out. Then she went out on the court or whatever, you know, and they had the flags behind her, and she was ready to go, and she started singing, and it was as if she was in a school assembly, and everybody on the basketball team was like students there, and they knew that their teacher told them 5 minutes ago to shut the fuck up and don't be acting a clown and laughing, so they were trying really hard not to laugh at her, but my God, it was difficult. I mean, you could see it in these men's faces.
I mean, they all failed because they all laughed.
Yeah,
but they were like, bah, but like that's what I could see in their eyes that they wanted to cackle. They wanted to scream when they fucking saw her singing that song.
But literally everybody they put the camera on had to conceal. Like, they had to put their head down. Even Steph Curry.
Because it's like, who wants to be? I wouldn't want to be seen like. You're a known figure. I'm a known figure. I don't want to be on camera like cracking up at you. Like, that's kind of mean.
It's very mean and rude.
Yeah, so I understand.
I feel like everybody was taken aback. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
nobody expects that from Fergie.
Expects. First of all,
Fergie of all people.
Yeah, exactly. Don't get us wrong. Fergie can sing her ass off, and we all know it. So don't even trip. That's why I genuinely believe that she was like, I just wanted to switch this shit up for you kids. Like, I just wanted to switch it up. Which she did say that. She said, you know, the rendition that I tried wasn't it. Like,
she probably practiced the like original version, and right before she went out, she
I
was like,
I feel like
I'm not feeling it. Something is inspiring me.
I don't know. I don't get it. Because at the end of the day, even if you hit your notes wrong, or if it just didn't come out the way you wanted it to come out, it was completely like she was a different person.
That wasn't her voice at all.
It wasn't just like, oh, you didn't hit all your, stuff like that. It was a complete and utter mess. Like, she couldn't sing if she wasn't the same person.
And then if nobody would have been captured laughing, she would have been okay with it though.
She was pleased.
Because she ended it. She said, "Let's play basketball."
First of all, what's she supposed to do at the end? Be like, "I'm sorry."
No,
like I'm already knowing.
Thank you.
Yeah, she could have said thank you.
Yeah, she kicked her heel up and everything. Like, you know, like a confident white woman. You know, they think they be doing everything.
I just slayed y'all shit. Y'all
she said, "Let's play basketball."
You never know what people notice and what they don't. So you better play it off at all times.
That shit was. I mean, it was interesting.
It was terrible.
And then especially because my girl Pink went to the motherfucking Super Bowl a couple weeks ago with the flu. And fucking gave Fergie the flux. I would just be embarrassed. And I feel bad for Fergie. And I know how that, as a vocalist myself, there is nothing worse than being on stage and believing that you don't sound good, but it's even worse when you see that you didn't sound good. That is awful. So I definitely feel for her in that moment because it's just terrible. It's embarrassing. Like, nobody wants to be in that position. But Fergie, girl, we know you can sing your ass off. Like, don't worry.
Charlamagne was like, everybody on the floor needs to be like, this is our judge. Like, it's like this is who's
She's not
judging.
even a judge.
Oh, she's the host. Yeah, she's the host.
He was like, you got the nerve.
Well, in that case, she in the right place because I definitely would be clowning her for the next couple weeks if I was on there and she was a judge.
No.
But
Fergie, we still fuck with.
No, I fuck with Fergie. I love Fergie. Like,
I don't know if she invited to the cookout, but we fuck.
I don't really. Never mind. Let me shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I know what
You don't like cookouts?
No, I'm just saying. Like, I really am okay with none of them being there. Yeah. Like, no matter how down you are. We're gonna talk about allies a little bit later too. But either way, I'm okay. I'm just saying I'm okay. I'm just okay with them not being there. Is what I'm saying. I'm not fighting for nobody to come to my cookout. But anyhow,
that goes for Black.
Also, and I mean, all of you,
right, goes for everybody.
None of you need to go play it, sis.
Just
like,
us.
Just us. I mean,
Well,
at the
good.
top, it's just us, nigga, and I don't really trust niggas, so, you know. Anyway, also in the petty parlor, look, I'm gonna try to make this one fast, but I'm not gonna make no promises. All I want to say is, I wouldn't give Blac Chyna a fucking dime to do shit. She's boring. Yeah. She's awful. Oh
and
my God.
she's fucks with her socks on.
Can we please talk? I'm sorry. So I actually sat my goofy ass down on the train, by the way, with the light low on my phone. I watched that entire sex tape, and my God, everything that I'm about to say, it's like 14 minutes. And mind you, so you know how on Pornhub sometimes they split them up? They'd be like part 1 or part 2. So I think it was like that sort of thing because the actual full video does not even include the clip of her sucking dick. There was a sucking dick clip on Twitter, on Twit specifically, that was weak on its own, to be honest. Like, I didn't even see the rest.
Weak. She didn't give us a pepper grinder. She didn't do nothing. She didn't
That's what that's called?
She didn't do a pepper grinder.
I call that the grand finale. But anyway, I'm sorry. But no, so this video surfaced on Twitter of her sucking some man's cock. And
It's supposed to be Michi. Whoever her last ex was, that dude named Meech, because he wrote something on Instagram like, I've been minding my own business, and now I got to deal with my dick being out everywhere.
I mean, shut up.
And everybody was like,
get on my nerves.
Everybody was like, so you're actually just promoting it.
Yeah.
Because nobody knew it was
Nobody
you.
knew you.
Right, nobody knew it was you.
With your little skinny ass.
So look, I just want to run down and tell you all the issues that I have with the sex tape. So spoiler alert, if y'all haven't watched the sex tape, don't waste your time. Don't waste your 14 minutes. But first of all, Blac Chyna, Angela, is that her name?
Yeah.
Angie, honey, like here, you know how Michael just sent me a clip of Jhené Aiko on an interview, like somewhere in the UK or something. And the interviewer was blown away by the fact that like she popularized that you gotta eat the booty like groceries. Like it was like a big thing from supposed to be. And she was just like, I actually don't even do that. I don't like that at all. It's only happened to me once. And like the person was just so blown away. Like that's crazy. Like everything we know about you was a lie. Ha ha ha. But that's how I feel about Blac Chyna. Like you're Blac Chyna.
Yeah.
How are you? Like it's so, like
your mama fucked better than you. I've seen your mama fuck too. I've seen the whole family fuck.
I mean, like stop.
They embarrass me like they're my family members or something. Like when I see stuff like with like her mom or like when she be posting videos on Instagram and all that stuff, like I just see like, what? Like, where's your people? They don't love you or something?
Her mama actually clowns.
I'm
like
cry, y'all.
She's a clown.
No.
I don't get it.
And she wears $35 wigs from the beauty supply store in Markham. Like I can tell. Like
Stop, guys. Look. Let me just get through this list.
They run shit out of Chicago.
Let me get through this list, y'all, please. So, first of all, number one, the fucking socks. Like, if my man's was booty butt naked, he didn't have anything on, no socks, no nothing. Why would you keep your socks on, sis? But whatever. That's number one. Number two, I really need to. I need to know about you women, especially women who like. I understand a lot of people got sucked up in the trend of getting their ass done like early before they were rich. But you got coins now. Do the rest. Why do your thighs look like that, fam? You look awful. Like I don't like saying stuff like that. Like that's a judgment. And that's really mean. But like it looks awful. Like it looks even worse butt naked. Like it looks terrible to me.
And it looks so amateurish. Like if I ever was recorded fucking, first of all, I'm finna put the lights on. You finna see all of this. I'm finna put on a show.
You finna see all of this.
It was just whack. It was weak. Like.
It was weak.
I hate sis, but sis, you gotta do better.
No, like, and then y'all were in like a basic ass hotel.
Y'all was at the Master Holiday Inn.
Number one. Number two, so I know that all women are pretty aligned on the fact that like it be the skinny niggas with like the real big dicks, but like you cannot be a frog. This nigga looks like a frog fucking her from the front, like his legs, his thighs, like it. The whole thing is awful. And then it gets worse. It gets so much worse. First of all, and then like, she just annoyed me because, first of all, I gave up masturbation. So even watching this, I was trying to like, the fact that a person who is a little bit of a sex addict can give up masturbation and porn and watch like the first porn that I watch in a while, and I'm just sitting here like the whole time, just like,
disgusting.
Like, what the fuck is going on? And then like, she does this thing, which I can appreciate because I do the same thing. I think that it's really important, not really important, like it depends on your style or whatever. But it's important to me to make my partner feel like he's the shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like sometimes that means like being a little bit of a kitten and being like I don't know how to explain it. She was trying it, but it was coming off so fucking weird. Like I think that if her lawyer really wants to up the ante, I would be like, he was actually raping her. She said no and please and stop numerous times. Like, it got to the point where, definitely. It got to the point where it was, but like, you can hear it in her voice that she didn't mean, you know what I'm saying? But it still was like, this is uncomfortable. And for niggas, I need us to change, I need all men to teach their sons that that's not attractive. Like, if you are having sex with a woman and she's telling you no and stop and please, you shouldn't even still be aroused. That's not, like, that shouldn't be fun. I would be like, okay, bitch, do you want the dick or not? Like,
maybe
we don't have to do. I know, I understand that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's up in the air. But like,
she's saying that niggas should find that not attractive.
That's what,
should
like,
be like,
yeah,
that's
that
not
shouldn't
one of our
be
games. Like,
no, that's not a game. That's not a game that we
like,
play.
I don't like to pretend rape.
And who knows the conversation that they had beforehand, right? Because I've definitely had sex before and told this person before we even started, like, look, if I say no or stop, don't. Yellow is my safe word. That's when you know to quit doing whatever the fuck you're doing. But like, you never know what's going. But either way, it just was uncomfortable. It was weird. He was a frog. She fucking don't have no thighs.
It was recorded on an Android. It was just trash.
It was awful. I mean, it was awful. Like, it was awful. I don't even know another way to put it.
I saw like a small clip that I was saying, which was just of her like giving him head in the beginning.
No, she wasn't even giving him head.
I didn't watch like the full video, but I have mixed. I feel like I don't know if it's a video. Cause the head video, to me, that looked like something that she was doing specifically, something that he was asking her to do because he wanted to look at that later. Like the way he was talking to her, that didn't seem like she wasn't out here trying to like be a star and like be like, yeah, I'm about to kill this shit. Like he was telling her what he wanted to do so he could look at it later.
Right.
And then if I subscribe to the theory of that this was leaked and that this wasn't something that was supposed to be seen by anybody else, if that was just specifically for them and they was just like doing something, then it's like every time you have sex it's not always like your best. Like sometimes you chilling, sometimes you not chilling. Like every single day you not out. You're not a porn star every single time. Like I mean maybe Brianna here, but
because my whole thing is I don't have to fuck. Like,
but I don't think I'm
that
lazily. I don't think I'm a lazy fucker.
Let me tell you something though. Let me tell you something. Like, please note when the fucking video started. She was in the doorway of the bathroom. He was laying in the bed. She walked up to the bed, looked at the camera, kissed at it, like she was about to go ham. And then she did nothing. Then she whimpered and she whined for the whole time. And she literally, like, it was uncomfortable. Just her being like she said, ouch. Like, not ow. Because ow can be sexy. Like,
yeah,
ow.
see, and maybe
she said ouch.
And if it was your first
90
time
times.
fucking, you definitely shouldn't have recorded it. Because you don't know what could have happened, girl. See, maybe her first time fucking him. So she didn't know what to expect.
I mean,
she
but
shouldn't
like,
have recorded it.
It's not even about what she expected either, because when it got down to the point where he was actually fucking her, then it's like, okay, sometimes you do get in that situation and be like, wow, I didn't know it was gonna be like this. But when she started, it was whack from top to bottom. Like, the whole thing was whack. She was whack. I expected more of you, girl, because I just thought that you was just as nasty.
You thought you were Blac Chyna.
I mean, Tokyo Tony is your mother, fam. Like, I don't know. We're making assumptions and judgments, and that's not nice.
Yeah, I didn't watch it either,
but
so maybe I feel the way I'm saying because I didn't actually see it.
It was awful. Don't waste your time.
Like,
don't waste your
I
Wi-Fi.
wouldn't watch it.
Don't waste your
watch
Wi-Fi.
it.
Don't waste your Wi-Fi. It was awful. That's all I'm gonna say about that though. So Blac Chyna, I would say thanks, but for what? I wouldn't give this.
Blac Chyna is trash anyways, just in general.
Wow.
I don't, like, if there were ever a celebrity or, like, a figure for me to really just decide, like, no, I think this is not a good person, I don't like her, like, it would be Blac Chyna. Like, I don't like the vibe she gives. I don't like any, but then I don't know her personally.
Right.
But social media, Blac Chyna, I don't like her.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I don't
for
like
sure.
her. And keeping up with the Kardashians, Blac Chyna,
And
I don't like
porn
her.
Blac Chyna, learn like
And
me
apparently
either.
they don't like that either.
I
So
mean,
what do you do?
What do you do? I mean, I'm sorry.
Okay, no, she's somebody's mama. Let me stop. Because that's a hard job, girl.
So, this week's topic is the immaculate, the amazing, the impeccable, the groundbreaking, the magical, the majestic Black Panther film. And so I'm going to give y'all a disclaimer. I've been saying since Thursday that we're going to give you a spoiler-free recap. I am just going to give us room to be excited people. And so now I'm going to revise that by saying we are going to try our best to give you a spoiler-free recap. Now, please note, it is Wednesday. It is nearly a week since the premiere of this movie. And if you have not seen it yet and you don't trust bitches like us, turn it off.
You should have went yesterday.
We already got your view.
Tuesday.
We already got your view.
It's probably already sold out.
Go ahead. You can go ahead. Go ahead and come back to it when you finish. But we are going to try, because I really, really do appreciate the fact that I got to see the film with absolutely no insight from anybody else, no thoughts, no opinions, no nothing. So I really want to be able to give people the same thing, because it really is an immaculate movie, and I really want people to experience it for all of its glory. But like I said, niggas get a little excited sometimes, so if we say something that you didn't want us to say, I told you to log off. We already got your view, baby. So one of the things, I really want to focus on, like, themes, okay? Like, I don't want to, like, do too much, like, storytelling. I just saw so many themes that are important for the narrative in Black culture, and that's something that a couple of them I didn't notice. Of course, I had to see it twice, and of course a couple I didn't notice until the second time around. But that is what people are saying. This is what people mean when we're all on social media screaming about how representation matters, because it is so important. Even though this is a fictional film, and even though this is based on fictional shit, they created so much of an element of real life and so much of a conversation that we all need to be having on a day-to-day basis. I mean, it was impeccable. It was amazing. Like, there's no other way to put it. So, I mean, like, prematurely, fuck you to everybody who feels like us saying that representation matters, or us overdoing it or whatever, because y'all get to go ham and do whatever the fuck y'all want to do for fake-ass Harry Potter. But
you know, I feel like a lot of people who were saying that about we were overdoing it were Black people, believe it or not. That's maybe because that's all I follow.
I don't care what color you are. I'm saying fuck you.
I'm just
because
saying.
I am seeing how important the narrative of this is, and just so many things. Okay, I don't even know where to start. Let me look at my notes, because I have so many fucking things, y'all. Y'all don't even fucking understand. I'm sitting here losing my shit for the third fucking time. I just want to say,
let's just start off by saying...
From the top. Just start from the top.
The imagery was
here we are.
The imagery was amazing. The acting was amazing. The costume, it was just beautiful. The people looked beautiful, like just brown. Black people just strong. Oh my God, it's so overwhelming, you guys. Like when I tell y'all that this movie was everything, I mean it was literally everything. And I get like this with like Black movies, like. I told them earlier they were laughing at me, but I feel like this. I haven't felt like this about a movie since Django. I love Django with Jamie Foxx by Quentin Tarantino. But
like nobody knew what Django was.
Because a lot of people I feel like they don't.
You know the one. I love with Jamie Foxx.
I love Django. I haven't felt like this like about going. Like I've already been to see this movie 3 times. I'm probably gonna go like 2 more times to be honest, and then I'm gonna. This is gonna be crazy. Well, I'm gonna pre-order this for Blu-ray and DVD. Like,
I don't think that's crazy
right
at
now
all.
Because I need it in my hand. Okay, like
oh my gosh. Just this. Like, so many of these people. I'm sorry. Okay, can I hop into a theme? Am I allowed? What?
Go, bitch.
I'm allowed. Okay. So look, one of my favorite themes that I noticed from this, and it is with of course, like the hero and the villain, and I always talk shit about like hoteps, but like that's literally the difference between militant blacks and preserving blacks. Like blacks who are like right now, like in modern day right now, like there are those by any means necessary blacks who feel like, no, we gotta fucking kill people if we gotta do whatever the fuck we gotta do to get to the point where we're the only ones and we're risen. And then we got those blacks who are like, we don't even have to do that though. Like we can simply be, and continue to thrive and and preserve what we have and preserve our peace and preserve our like godliness in this way of just continuing to live. And I thought that was like, of course it's dramatized because it's literally a hero and a villain, but I thought that was so fucking brilliant. Just to like, put those characteristics in these people because it's so everyday. I know Black men who feel that way, who feel like, nah, all of us need to be armed, all of us need to be prepared to fucking take the fucking colonizers out, like take them out if we have to. And then you have those other people who are like probably like most of us, who are kind of in the middle, who are just like, no, I see value in white people as allies. I see value in us just being peaceful and doing us and like living our lives, and I'm okay with us doing it this way. And then you got people who are not doing anything. But I thought that was just a brilliant depiction of that. And I'm sorry.
And you need both. I feel like in the world, you need both to survive, which is why I keep saying like that Killmonger was not a villain. Like he was just he was just the opposite side of the coin. He was just another way of like looking at things. Like, but you need both to survive. Back in the day, we needed the Black Panthers showing up with their rifles outside, letting people know that we about our business. But then we also needed the people like Martin Luther King that was like, no, like we're gonna do this peaceful. Like you need both sides in order to thrive. Like you gotta have the balance.
Yes. I also love the emphasis on the Black man's obligation. Like at what point when a Black person, like even in an individual sense, like at what point when you reach a certain level of comfort and success, like how much are you obligated to make sure that everybody else in your, like all other people are able to feel that and sense that. I love the emphasis on that. I don't want to say lines, but there was a line in here that had me like, okay, I see what you did there. Okay, can I say one then?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so so there are 2 women. See, I'm already fucking up. There are 2 women, and one of them was just like, we got to serve our country, and the other one was like, no, I'm going to save my country. And that, to me, was every fucking thing, because you got to think about the meaning of those 2 words. Like, there's loyalty and beauty in being like, this is just the way things are, and like not questioning it and being submissive in that way. But then like the moment when you crack that shell and you come out and be like, no, but I'm also allowed to see that things are not right. And I thought that was a beautiful look for me, it just reminded me of fucking patriotic white people who feel like America as it is, in America how they remember it, which is basically people of color and minorities being oppressed. We don't know. That's just how it's always been. Not gonna question the status quo. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna do that. But then you have people who are willing to be allies, who are able to humanize people, and that's the difference between standing by and just letting things happen, and then humanizing people and looking at people who are suffering and being like, no, actually, if there's something that we can do about this, we should. And I really, really appreciated that, and I really, really appreciated the depiction of white people as allies and a fucking good fucking ally.
But wait. I see, but at the same time, I didn't picture. Yes,
keep going.
White people are not. They are allies in the sense that we need them. But also in the sense that they still loyal to their own people at the end of the day.
But here's the thing.
And that was also what Okoye said. She was like, he's
obligated to report back to
yes,
exactly. But look, what I appreciated about that white man as an ally, and what I appreciated as him depicting white allies, not once did he ever try to like insert himself in a conversation that he didn't belong. He never tried to be like, no, I studied this, and what black people need to be doing this. Like, never. He was just like down the road for a homicide, basically. He was just like, okay, I'm gonna do this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he just utilized the skills and the resources that he had, which is the plus of white allies, because you have to understand that you definitely have resources that we do not have access to, and the ability to humble yourself and utilize those resources in a way to help other people without trying to be a hero, without seeing yourself as the fucking savior, or look at all this great shit that I'm doing. Like, that is the white ally, and that is what we need. And I was really, really happy to see that, and I made a joke on our way out of the theater the first time. It was just like, I could have done without white people as a whole. Like, I didn't need to see not one white person, but I did appreciate that.
Guy. Like, I'd always be a token black
yeah,
guy.
definitely. But that's what I'm saying. But the brilliance of this movie, though, it was so much more than a token white guy. Like, he had so much of a role in making our the gears in our mind turn of exactly what he was. Like, that is a white ally, and I really, really appreciated just the depiction of that. I have so much more.
I also wanted to say I appreciated the fact of them knowing who they were. Whenever they said, like, who are you? They spoke who they were with such pride. Like, I want to just be from Wakanda.
Yes. No, I appreciated that too. Like, that was one thing that I thought that was really prominent. Like, there was such prominence in that question. Like, notice they like. I'm sorry. Like, there were
like, you can't
don't spoil it. But there were moments where, like, the question "Who are you?" was like inverted, and they weren't able to answer the question. Whereas, like, ask him who he is, ask me who I am, ask me like da da da. But until somebody says "Who are you?" like, but like think of the words in that question. Like, for somebody to look in your face and say "Who are you?" Like, you have to really look in yourself and decide, who am I? That shit.
That's how I feel about this whole movie. Like, first of all, let's get into the men of this movie. When Chadwick Boseman is fine, Winston Duke, Daniel.
Who was Winston?
Winston is Baku.
Okay.
And Daniel Collier, and
Michael B. Jordan.
Baby. First off, I was sitting next to our producer. Can you just put your glass down really quick? Every time Michael B. Jordan came on, I would just, I had to brace myself because and I went to see it again with my mom. Like, I had to
just brace yourself.
The first scene he was in when he first finally came on the screen, I was sitting in my chair. I was like, this is what we here for. I was like, this is what we here. I was like, let's go.
Y'all, for those of you who have not seen this movie yet, get ready for that motherfucking opening scene of Michael B. He had
all my favorite lines, G.
I would just do that often.
So look, like, he literally
wait.
Okay.
I felt like y'all seen the 5 Heartbeats when the girl was just like,
yes.
That's how I felt when he was on the screen.
You can stop.
That's how I felt about it. No, just so
He gave me all the like Huey P. Newton vibes. Like,
all
his one-liners and just like everything that he said, just being that smart.
It's a part in there with his silhouette and his back and just,
bitch.
I would just be riding on his fucking back. I would just be like, just carry me to the next room, baby. Michael B. Jordan. Like, first of all, I just want to put this out here right now. I've been in love with you since Hardball. I see you through everything, and I'm here
never
for you.
loved that boy in Hardball.
Dead ass, I loved him in Hardball, y'all.
In all actuality, he was one of my favorite characters in Hardball because I was sad as shit when they when they was trying to go into the apartment and they saw him like in the gang and they said what's up to him and he just kind of shook his head.
But
like,
y'all, first of all, it's a meme
like,
going around that saying,
cool.
see what happens when y'all don't let people, when you ain't let them
Yeah.
play. And now look at him.
Play ball.
Now he Killmonger. Look, y'all, for real. There's so many other things. First of all, I feel like first of all, I've been spitting this entire time. I'm sorry if y'all can see that. I just have such a juicy wet mouth because
Because like Blac Chyna.
no, because I'm because I'm salivating.
Oh.
But anyway, no, just like Michael B. Jordan, y'all, like, let me just tell, like, if you, first of all, the movie is immaculate from top to bottom. Everybody did their motherfucking thing, like, Denai Guerra, baby,
look,
she is a fucking beast. Do you?
Can
hear
I
me?
say one thing about
Please
what
say
happened
all the things. Oh, about what happened
in the movie?
It's
It's actually in the trailers.
Okay.
In like it's a scene.
It better be.
Where she was doing okay. It's a scene where she was riding on top of a car and she had her dress flowing. She had her spear. That spear, baby. I'm gonna go and give me a spear. Ain't no more guns in Chicago. We throwing spears at y'all niggas. Like, no, she was beautiful.
I don't
like,
know that either.
Oh,
no,
first of all, ain't
I
too many women period that can rock a bald head. Like,
the baldest of bald heads though with designs in it, bitch. Shut up, for real. No, really.
Speaking of that though, I feel like that was another one of the themes that was in the movie. I feel like showing, like, how do I say it? Like African culture or like your own homeland culture versus like America or versus like Americans and versus how I'm like, I know a lot of Americans or African Americans have spoke about saying that they feel like Africans that are actually from Africa say like they feel like they look down on African Americans. And in that movie, like it was a couple of little scenes and bits when they would say things like about hair or would down anything that was like an Americanized image. And there's another like line in the movie by I believe my baby Killmonger where he says something about the fact that like we're all the same people.
Yes.
Like regardless, at the end of the day, if we all came from here, then it's like we're all the same people. So we shouldn't be looking down on like any aspect of it on anybody.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter like what they choose to do.
Yes.
What you gonna say?
I was gonna get into my next theme, but if you,
I was just gonna say, speaking of Denai, the woman she played, which was Okoye.
Okay,
she was like a general. She was a general in T'Challa's army.
She was the most powerful.
Warrior. And first of all, that just says enough. That was the first thing I noticed about the movie. His army was black women.
Nothing but.
Because what's a black man without a woman? And me and my brother and my grandmother had a conversation the other day, and my brother was saying he didn't think women were smarter than men. And I was like, and I was like, it was so wild, it was funny. I was like, oh shit. And I was like, women not smarter than men? He was like, no, I really don't think so. I said, men came from women. I was like, you can't be smarter than something that you come from. Like, period. And that's just the end of it. Like,
that was a genuine feeling for him. He's like, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, well, he's a sexist pig.
We're all sorry. But that was a perfect segue to my next theme. I thought that so first of all, as y'all know, I'm like learning about tarot reading and all this stuff. And I've always been very, throughout my spiritual journey, I've been very in touch with my divine feminine and learning more about what it means to be in touch with your divine feminine. But throughout this tarot journey, I just learned about divine masculine, which like, I don't know why that's like I don't know why that's like a mind blower that, if there's a divine feminine, obviously there's a divine masculine, but it's about this idea that they both exist within it, which they do. But like, first of all, masculinity and femininity is something that, as we know it, is something that is a construct from society. None of the things that we do, like me doing my hand, like this isn't a feminine thing. Like this is just something that y'all made up, that people made up to try to whatever. We won't go there. But there is a such thing as a divine feminine, and there is a such thing as a divine masculine. And one of the things that I loved about this movie was that they depicted that so well. They depicted women in power in a way that you usually see men, and they depicted men who were not threatened by the idea of surrender. Like even the way that they make decisions, like even if it does come down to like a physical fight, there is honor in just being and yielding. There's honor in yielding. There's honor in bowing down to a woman. There's honor in getting on your knees in front of a woman. Like I just loved the depiction of women in power as a reversal and men who are not afraid or threatened by the idea of surrender. I just thought that it was so fucking beautiful.
I also wanted to say it was I don't know if this would be a spoiler.
Then don't say
but no,
it.
but no, I'm trying to think because so it was a part in the movie where Black Panther and Killmonger was about to fight, and Black Panther approached Killmonger and was like, we need to fight or whatever. And
that wasn't a spoiler at all.
Because that's why I'm trying not to say what he actually
said like that though.
That's what that's why I'm trying not to. That's why I'm trying not to say it to spoil it or whatever. But when when T'Challa approached him, he said, all that shit did.
He said all that challenge shit is over.
Yeah.
Love him. First of all, Black Panther made this grand entrance, and Killmonger was like, "What's up?"
Yeah.
First of all, that ain't my man.
Okay.
I need you.
Like him, Killmonger. I would have rolled for him.
Let me just get through.
I will ride him.
I just want to get through the rest of my themes. Another theme that I loved was the theme of abandonment. I thought that was amazing. I thought that it was amazing. Just like the inverted conversation that they accidentally like sparked the flame under about abandonment and what happens. Black fathers, what happens, Black fathers, when you abandon a child, or like just abandonment as a whole. I just love the fact that was a conversation piece throughout
can I say
that.
something about that?
And I also love this is related. I loved the idea because I like a lot of superhero movies, and I think one of the things that I love about villains usually it's always fun to like down the line get the backstory and be like, oh damn, he was abused, or like even like in real life, like you read shit about like Adolf Hitler and you're like, damn, like of course he turned out the way he did, like shit was fucked up. But like I love the fact that they like put a lot of emphasis on evil being a product of pain and not just like you don't just wake up and be like, fuck these niggas. Like
they specifically said a monster you built.
Yeah, like I just really appreciated that as well. I wrote down the prominence of the question, who are you? Because I thought that was like we talked about earlier, like that's some real ass shit, and I feel like that's some black ass shit as well, especially in this day and age where we're also clinging to the idea of like of being so in touch with our roots and being so like woke and all of this. Like I think that's just a beautiful question, like to look each other in the eyes and say, who are you? I thought that was amazing.
Who are you?
And earlier when we talked about how you talked about how Wakanda is like a fictional place, but Chadwick, he said like, yes, this is a fictional story, but these things that like you say in these movies, he was like, this wasn't put together just out of thin air. He was like, everything that we did in this movie, we took from different tribes and different places. Everything is like a realist thing. He was like, even when you look at the architecture of the city, he was like, that's a real like outline of how, some of these like African like civilizations look. Like he was like, none of it is just like out of thin air. He was like, everything in this movie came from somewhere. So it is a real place.
Yeah, definitely. I thought that it was amazing. I mean, I think I got through all of my themes. I just feel like I screamed.
But we didn't talk about Lupita.
Or
Angela Bassett. Or Forrest Whitaker. His eyes perking up.
What?
His eyes not very lazy anymore. That's what happens when you go to Wakanda.
Let me also say that like Letitia Wright is my fucking girl. Like I wish that we were best friends. Letitia Wright, she played Shuri. The princess, T'Challa's little sister, and Like Letitia Wright, like that character, like again, even though this is like a fictional blah 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 blah, this is a real person. Like we know of
I'm Letitia
beautiful black young girls who are that brilliant, like who are brilliant with technology and brilliant with science and biology and just know shit, just a beast, just like an intellectual, intelligent beast, and like whatever. And Lupita, she played Nakia, and she is so fucking fine.
No, Lupita
like
is
she is a gorgeous girl, gorgeous woman. She's gorgeous. And if you haven't seen Lupita and Letitia doing their little freestyle, I'll put it on Away with Words, the podcast, the Instagram page. It's amazing. I love them. I love Lupita's character. I love that she was very like. I love that she clung to her independence, like regardless of love. I love that they did not make this this like big love story too. That really made me happy because I feel like I've seen superhero movies where like it turns into like some sappy ass love story. I've seen superhero movies where I was like, wow, there was no love at all, and that was tight. But this was like a good medium because we knew that the love was there, but it was never about that. It was like it was in the air. It was like passed upon a couple of times, but it was never about that at all. And I just love that she was just clinging to her independence. Like she like, you know, if I so choose to be queen, my nigga, then this is why I would be fantastic at it. Like if I so choose to be you niggas queen, and you and your fave could never. Like
I love her.
I loved her,
but that's not who I want him to end up with.
T'Challa.
Yes,
you want to hang with Storm, but
yes,
but him and Storm get divorced too, and then she take over Wakanda and fuck everything up.
But she still gotta come.
I know, but I'm saying, but
I was like, I still want to see that.
But also, Sony owns that, so Disney probably just doesn't have the rights to talk about Storm yet. But maybe it's coming.
I would love it.
Yeah, for sure.
It was something else I was going.
Was it Dick? We never talked about Dick, guys.
I just wanted to say, the guy who played Claw, Andy Starks or Sparks, Sturkis. He did a really great job too.
You did really great as well.
No, he did.
He was fantastic.
His part was very pivotal. Like he played a major role.
He played a great
and
crazy person.
Yeah, he was really good. I didn't know he was the Hobbit from Lord of the Rings.
Shout out to that.
And I didn't know he was Caesar from Planet of the Apes. And I was just like,
he was Caesar?
Yeah.
The monkey?
Yeah, bitch.
Wow, he's talented.
They did not say bitch or nigga in this movie one time. I think that's really amazing. They didn't, y'all.
No, they didn't.
I thought he did. I thought Killmonger did say bitch when he.
I don't typically hear bitch or nigga in
but he
any
did
of the
say
superhero movies.
Oh wait, I really wanted to talk about that part. We can't talk about that.
They don't say bitch.
Say it, girl.
No, there's a part where he choked a bitch.
That's what I thought he said bitch.
No, but when he did though, in my head I was like, oh my god, I would love for him to pick me up on my neck like.
Bitch, he was killing her.
No,
she was. Okay. Her feet were like he didn't just hem her up. Her feet was dangling. You want your dude to do that?
She said,
but she was talking. The man was talking about she don't like it when you can't play rape and stuff like that. Any good sadist knows how to choke a woman right. Yeah. You don't choke them from the sides. You choke them from the middle. Okay.
One more thing. I don't know. I guess I can't say it.
Don't say it.
I guess I can't think about the movie. And I guess I ain't gonna say nothing else. But let me just tell you how I feel. So
no, okay. What you said, girl?
I can't say one thing I like either because I don't want to give it away. But y'all just go see Black Panther.
Yes. It's one of the most real of all the superhero movies. That was the most set in realism.
Yeah.
Of them all. Like it was the most. There was nothing that was. The only thing that was like really what's a good word? What's the only thing that was like in the fantasy world is all like, you know, the gadgets of like his suit and, you know, weapons and stuff. But other than that, like that, it was the most set in like realistic times of like all the movies.
Yeah, that's true. So shout out to Black Panther. We're gonna go ahead
and David.
Ryan Coogler. who's the brains behind this operation.
Fruitvale Station.
And
Creed 2 coming to you soon, Thanksgiving.
and his money just keep doubling and tripling. And like, I mean, they give
he's just taking Michael B. Jordan everywhere with him.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But I'm saying they give the man a budget, and then he come back and be like, thanks for your fucking $90,000. This was now worth $3 million, and then thanks for your fucking $900,000. This is now worth fucking whatever. Hella fucking money is what I'm saying. He flips it. Like, literally, like, I saw somebody tweet, like, at this point, I tried to flip my taxes. Like, I'll give him my tax money, and he'll come back with a bag. You hear me? But anyway, so that's it. Shout out to everybody who was a part of this film. Shout out to all of the lucky individuals who were able to go to these premieres and, like, meet these people and just do these things. I can't wait.
Thing, for real. The funniest thing me and Mom seen about this movie was they were calling
meme.
Yeah. Oh, I was like, don't. Oh, I thought the funniest part.
They were saying that Shuri was a Disney princess, and so it was like a little girl sitting around her friends. It was like, "Who's your favorite Disney princess?" And it was like Shuri from Black Panther. It was like, "She's not," and it was like Shuri from Wakanda.
I am Princess Shuri, daughter of T'Chaka. Sorry. She doesn't say that, but that's what she would say. I am Princess
Lassie.
Queen Lassie. Okay, that is over with. So we're going to go ahead and wrap that up. We're going to get into our praises due, which I'm going to try not to make this long-winded as well. Tati, you go first, because I got a lot to say, but I'm going to try to make it quick.
Oh, Drake. God's Plan music video. His best video he has ever done. My favorite video of 2018, period, and I don't think it's gonna change. Drake was given basically $1 million to a budget to shoot his video, and he chose to just give the whole thing away and film it for his video. And I've been hearing about it, like in the blogs and stuff, like every time he was doing these nice things, and it's amazing to see that, like, in the music video, to see that it was all a part of, like, this grand scheme. But that video made me so emotional. You see him, like, walking through parks and just walking up to random, like, families, like, mothers and their sons, and just, like, handing them money. And you just see how touched the people genuinely are, or how much they genuinely needed that money and how much it meant to them. And then to also see Drake be so touched and happy, and just happy that he can do. And I just felt like, for artists to have that much access to money for something as simple as you want to shoot a music video, it just goes to show, like, of course, like, everybody you can't give all the time, but it just goes to show how much access these people have to helping at all times, because that's crazy. You had $1 million just to shoot a music video.
Yeah.
A music video. That's going to be 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you did $1 million.
If that. Probably 3.5.
Like,
I loved what Drake said, "We're nothing without our mothers," in the video.
Let me just talk to you about this.
He said,
let me just tell y'all something. Can I just tell y'all something? We've always known this. People have made fun of Drake for his, like, sensitivity and, like, then he the type of nigga that'll save a bitch out the club, blah, blah, blah. But, like, Drake is a husband. Like, Drake is the type of man that you want to settle down with. Like, he's the type of man that you want to settle down with on all levels. And Drake is a perfect example. And shout out to Austin. Shout out to Doe members. Because me and him talk about this all the time. Doe always tells me certain shit is just not going to change until it becomes cool. Like, unfortunately, like, niggas need to figure out what is in before they can cling to it or before they can, like, get behind it. And, like, that is the perfect example of Drake utilizing his resources and his power, so to speak, and doing something, and it was cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he made a whole music video, and, like, first of all, I'm sitting here crying, and I'm like, bro, and that's one of my dreams. That's something that I literally think about all the time. Like, I really just want to walk around downtown Chicago with just, like, and I be thinking little fucking money. I be thinking, like, give me $3,000, and I'm finna give everybody I see, like, $300. Like, that's all. So the fact that he was like, because, I don't know, I always be trying to picture the origins of this. Like, I really picture him, like, in his board meetings or whatever, and they like, okay, the budget for this is gonna be $996,000, and him just being like, okay, and he walked out of there and told his closest friends and the fucking videographer, like, we're gonna just give this money away. Like, we're just gonna give this away, and this is how this is about to go. And then, like, he turned around the same day that the video premiered and put on his Insta stories and was just like, not even for no hype. I don't want you hashtagging you don't need to hashtag the video, or you don't need to be playing the song in the background. Like, just send me, like, footage of you doing something nice for somebody. Like, you don't have to be rich just to, like, be kind to people. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I really appreciated him just, like, not only normalizing, but making it cool to just be a nice person. And, like, that's all that is. Like, you could be a nice person at any level, but when you at Drake's level, you can give away $1 million, you know? It's just an amazing thing, and I thought that was just what we fucking needed. Like, in a world where all of this crazy shit is going on, I felt scared. Like Michael was about to be like, "Hi, can you shut the fuck up?" But no, like I just
daddy. I really
no, he's always
been attractive to me. Drake has always been attractive.
He's attractive.
That video and seeing him as a man and looking at him as like a husband and things like now I'm like, I look at him damn the same way I was looking at Michael B. Jordan in Panther. Like I was just looking like Drake is a husband.
True.
Like his morals and just his genuineness is just, it's crazy.
No, like, and then also, like, no. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I loved what I just I'm done. No, I'm just saying I love what you were saying earlier because I love that part too. He was telling that young man, like, take this money and take care of your mom. Like, our moms are all we got, you know? And I thought that was an amazing thing. Because niggas love to disrespect their mamas. Niggas love disrespecting their mamas. But I got another praises due. So praises due definitely to Drake.
I have another one too.
Oh, you go first.
Okay.
I just feel like
my praises due. TV One did the premiere of their show Uncensored, and Tiffany Haddish was the first episode, and it's basically just about her
life.
You know, like her just like talking about different moments in her life or different like pivotal moments and just things that's happened to her. Now, Tiffany Haddish, if you're not up on her, has had one of the toughest upbringings and backgrounds that like I've heard, and she's so positive. Like, Tiffany Haddish has to be one of the most positive people I have ever seen in my life. Like, no matter what she's saying, no matter what she's talking about, she's always trying to smile and she's always trying to laugh through it, no matter how horrible it is. Like, she'll be talking about her mom punching her in the face, and she'll be like, but you know, I know how to take a punch now, so I'm grateful for that too. Like, everything to her so I'm thankful for this happening to me. Yes, and even in her moments when she would get choked up and she actually would catch herself getting ready to cry, she was still just like try to like just shrug it off. Like, she'd be like, she would get choked up and then just be like, but no, you know,
I definitely love Tiffany Haddish for that as well. Like, I just watched her stand up for the first time, the one that was on Showtime, and she talked about her first time being in the system, like her first foster home.
Oh, about the girl beating her up in school.
Not that part. I was referring to the first home she was in, and she was just saying that, like, I don't know, like, but it was mostly like the way she was saying it, like you're saying, like it was the way that she was saying it that I was like, it makes you it makes you believe it. Not to say that I don't believe it, not that to say that I'm looking at her like, nah, bitch, you actually real sad, but like it just makes it very believable. Like, yeah, that is a way that you could look at that, because she was like, my first home, it was a Mexican family, and like I fucking speak fluent Spanish now. Like, I know how to cook all of this shit. Like, they taught me how to do all of this stuff. And I just thought that was amazing, like, that she's able to look back on her life, like, no matter how difficult it was, and literally be like, but if it wasn't for this, I wouldn't be able to do this.
Everything has a silver lining.
Everything.
There's nothing of all the bad things, and she had tons of bad things that happened to her.
Things that we would never have to worry about.
Like, and everything at the end of the day is just like, but I'm thankful for that too. And
so she's actually also Life as a Catalog. She's gonna be Life as a Catalog for me as well, because that's something that I always try to stick to. And as far as just seeing the positive, but like I feel like I do it more to other people, because I've trained I got matrix fucking powers over my brain nowadays, and so But when I be talking to other people, I really be wanting my friends to understand that, like, I'm not trying to mock you or make you feel like you don't deserve to feel what you're feeling, but, like, I really want you to see things how Tiffany Haddish sees things. Like, I got friends that'll be like, oh my God, this is the worst day ever. But I'm like, but my nigga, you are on a phone. Like, just as something as basic as the fuck that you just texted me that. Like, my nigga, we are in an era where you can text me things. Like, that in itself is a silver lining. Like, that in itself is a bright side. Like, I always try to help people look on the bright side. And I think that Tiffany Haddish is the most amazing person to lead by that example. So life is a catalog to her. The Emma Gonzalez, who is a young woman who attended the high school in Parkland, Florida, who was unfortunate enough to go through that school shooting not too long ago, about a week ago actually. And I really appreciated the fact that she fearlessly went up on that podium and decided to talk about how gun laws need to change. And, you know, and she talked about, you know, people always look at the kids around the shooter and say, like, oh, why were y'all so mean to him? Or like, oh, you know, why didn't y'all treat him better? And then she's like, it's deeper than mental health. Regardless, and she even said this, she said he would not have been able to hurt that many people with a knife. The fact that he had access to a gun is the issue. It's not an issue of whether or not we included him or whether or not he had mental health problems that his family, not us at the school, but his family decided to not do the right thing about, or didn't have the access or the resources, granted, to do the right thing about. But she just spoke so fearlessly and so truthfully about what the real issues are. And as unfortunate as it is to be almost 3 months, not even 3 months into the year and be going through this many school shootings, and as unfortunate as that is, and as unfortunate as it is that we keep having to have this conversation, it's going to be fearless people like this young woman, Emma Gonzalez, that are really going to spark the flame of change. Like, there's no ignoring this anymore. We cannot stand by and let our elected officials go in and pass laws and allow laws to be passed that let mentally ill people have access to rifles. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And she said, too, like, in her speech, how every kid that has ever known him or ever been to any school with him, when they found out, everybody was like, I'm not surprised. And she kept saying over and over again, like, you do not know him. Like, she was like, you know, we know him. Like, all the people, you know, that may have been, like, judging the kids and trying to say, like, oh, well, you guys should have played with him more or something like that. Like, she was saying, like, y'all don't know him. And that's not to say that some maybe people weren't mean to him or something. But it's still like she said, like, y'all don't know him. You didn't go to school with him every day. Like, you didn't see what we see. Like, you don't really know what this person was like. Right. To try to put the blame
and at that point, and that's the exact point that she was trying to make, is at this point it's not a matter of being kind to people. It's not a matter of treating people the right way. The matter is he was mentally ill. He should not have had any type of access to that type of weapon, period, at all. So that's where the issues lie, and there's definitely so much need for reform in our gun laws. And I mean, fuck Trump and fuck everybody, fuck his clip that he claimed, and that's it. But I just wanted to say praises due to Emma Gonzalez, because it's not an easy thing to make yourself a target to a certain extent. You know what I'm saying? Because there are two sides to this. There are people on the shooter side who may be his family and his close friends who feel like, you know, he was failed. The system failed him and nobody helped him. And, you know, so it's a brave thing that she did to go up there and say, like, no, like, this is what I went through and this is why. It has nothing to do with that young man. It has everything to do with the fact that we live in a society that allows mentally ill people and people who are simply unequipped to handle a fucking rifle, to have one, to have access to one. So shout out to Emma Gonzalez, and God bless her, and God bless everybody at that school that went through that. In other news, please continue to go see Black Panther 1 million fucking times. They have already surpassed many movies in box office sales opening
all
weekend.
All the Marvel movies. They beat
every
all the Marvel movies out.
So, like, first of all, let me just tell you motherfuckers something. You motherfuckers be trying it. And by you motherfuckers, I'm talking about just like the small percent, because don't get me wrong, I love everybody, but like there's a small percent of people that really be trying to shut us out of shit. Like a small percent of people that really didn't want this to happen, who really didn't want this movie to be a thing, who really didn't want joy. And continuously, even as we're all weekend celebrating, stupid ass white people on fucking Twitter stealing pictures and shit from other sites saying that they were attacked at movie theaters and making shit up. Like, get your fucking life, first of all. Second of all, Do you see what happens when black people show up and show out? We are going to do that. We are the ones turning the fucking pages on what the fuck is trending and what's cool. If it wasn't for us and our dollars, none of this shit would be popping. So it's your best bet is to go ahead and represent us well, just like you did in Black Panther, and continue to get these fucking coins from us, because we're going to give them to you gladly. We're not shy to the fact that there are millions of people in the Marvel organization who are getting our coins from this money. We're not shy to that at all. But what we do know is we're going to pay to see motherfucking Michael B. Jordan. And we're going to pay to see Chadwick Boseman. And we're going to pay to see Lupita. And we're going to pay. Like, we're going to pay. So quit trying to shut us out and trying to be like, oh, black people this, black people that. No, let us have our things. Let us have our things, and you can have our coins. And you shut the fuck up and leave us alone. Be a good little ally and shut your fucking mouth. And that's it. And I'm sorry that I was so aggressive, but I'm the king now. Anyway,
all that challenge shit is over.
All that challenge shit is over with. But anyway, as I was saying, we really appreciate you guys listening to the episode. I am so excited to do this every week. I don't know. I don't tell you guys that enough, but I love that I do this. I get to do this every week. I just kick it with my friends, and I get drunk, and I get to speak my mind and say crazy things. And sometimes y'all listen to it. Sometimes y'all watch, and that's so fun to me. Please continue to do all the things that you've always done and follow us on all the places to be followed. You can follow us at Away with Words the Podcast on Instagram, Twit, Tumblr, and on Facebook, and right here on YouTube. Make sure that you listen, like, subscribe, share, all of that good shit. You can follow me at Bree.stories on Instagram, Bree_stories on Twit, at ATati on Instagram, and at HeyTati on Twit, and at Ajanoasia everywhere. Yes, everywhere. Thank you so much, and Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda Forever.
Everybody say bye.
Bye. Killmonger forever.
Yes!